Hi there, welcome back to SaveWithCrypto. My name is SaveWithCrypto. Okay, so 5 days ago I did this video and, I don't like to predict things, but I did actually say... So no predictions here, of course, but I mean, I would say for the moment I'm looking at a little bit more downside, possibly as low as about 108,200 and then go back up again. Okay. And I did actually use this as the thumbnail for that video, which is this chart here. So you can see what I was doing back then was I was plotting these lines here. The purple ones are the monthly pivot points and the white ones are the weekly ones. And I did think the price might come down to this level here at 108,200. Didn't quite get there. We got to 108,550 and then it kind of went back up.
Exactly as predicted.
Now you can also see with this, if you put on the double bottom pattern thing that you get with TradingView, it does actually draw a double bottom pretty nicely. In fact, let's try a clean chart and see what it looks like. So what this is showing is the price coming down here. Bottom goes up a little bit, second bottom, and then the neckline is just here, which we broke last night. And then once we broke that, the target was here at 111,017. So we're now like $700 above that, which is nice. Now what our indicator Quadzilla showed was the fact that when we were breaking down here on the 25th of September, there's this red retracement line here. So what this actually implies is the price will probably go as high as 112,689 before it starts breaking down again. But there still is this retracement level here at 109,316, although this is one of the newer faster retracement ones, which isn't quite as reliable as these ones here. The faster ones are created by the cyan and yellow lines here. That's the 9 and 21 EMA, whereas the more traditional retracement ones that we have are created by the 21 and 55 EMA. And as you probably know, the larger time frames generally give better reliability. So I would say for the moment we probably are going to go up to about 112,700, possibly go a little bit above it and then come back down again a little bit. And some of the more astute ones of you would probably note that that would make something like a cup and handle, which again is a bullish pattern. Now on Saturday I did have a similar thumbnail for a video which was about Ethereum, this one here, and the actual video I wasn't quite sure what Ethereum was doing. I actually said this. Yeah, it's really hard to say what's going to happen today because it is Saturday and these EMAs don't seem to know what they're doing really. If we see that yellow get above the green, then I'll be happy to say we're going back up for the moment. And then we won't worry about this level down here. Okay, so what actually happened was over the weekend, the yellow 21 EMA was staying below the green 55 EMA, and it did do until Sunday evening when they crossed over bullish, and then the price went up in the direction of this great big green arrow that I made the other day, which worked out rather beautifully. So it didn't in fact come back to this retracement level here. But it was the EMAs that kind of won the game in the end and pushed the price up, okay? And I was trading this over on ByBit. I was using a margin of about $1,750 worth of Ethereum. And, in this one trade, I'm currently 47% up, which is about $831. So you can see that you could actually pay for Quadzilla for a whole year just with one trade, with not using too much collateral in the first place. So it's a real no-brainer to me. Now you can see here that my entry price was 3913, and why did I choose that level? Well, simple really. Well, what I was doing, I was looking at a whole bunch of assets on the 9-hour time frame, and I was doing that using the watch list alerts. If you want to see how to do that, look at the excellent video that Maff put together yesterday. I'll link to it in the top corner, and you can see how to do that. So I was looking for any asset that was going down, and I put on Quadzilla, and then in Quadzilla I was looking for these green backgrounds here, which usually means the price has bottomed and it's about to turn around. So I saw the green background there on Friday morning, and I entered a long position here at 3913. Now I could have also looked for this on the 12-hour time frame and looked for when the convergence band here was going completely below the 20% mark, and that also would have been a really good sign of a bottom. If we look in the past when it did that, the last time it did it was back here in April when the price of Ethereum was at 1,488. So just imagine if I'd have had Quadzilla then, even from there to last Friday, I would have been up 162%. And that's with no leverage. That could have just been a spot buy. Right now, I'd be at 172%. And last Wednesday, I would be up at 227%. Now, I'm trading this on 10x leverage, so 227% would be 2,270% increase I could have made if I'd have had Quadzilla back in April and I'd have kept the trade open. I'm not sure if I would have done, but you can do. Some people do that. Some people leave trades open for a long, long time. And I must admit, it's something I've always dreamed of, is having one of those legendary trades that's been open for 6 months or a year or something. It's made me, the price of a house or something. So you never know. This Ethereum one could become that. But we'll have to see. Looking here on the 12-hour time frame, we can see we have got this retracement level up here at 4,196. So the chances are the price might go up there, struggle a little bit around there, overshoot it slightly, come back, and then probably go back up. But, if we do get this kind of $10,000 Ethereum this cycle, then, my trade could become epic. It is, of course, worth bearing in mind that there are lower levels like 3,672 and 3,483 that it could retrace to as well, though. So it's not a dead cert. We need to keep an eye on the general sort of movement of things. But once again, looking here on the 12-hour time frame, you can see that what happened here was the yellow and the green EMAs, they crossed bearish here. That was around the 23rd of September, so less than a week ago. Now, I would love to see those cross bullish again, and it might happen because it's starting to kind of curl back up, isn't it? And we can see here with the momentum oscillator, it is green and it is heading back up. And if you look back in the past, which is always worth doing, you can see that when they crossed bullish here, that was on July the 3rd, the increase was phenomenal, up from $2,498. So there's definitely some interesting times ahead. And you will find that when you look at levels like these lower ones here, you think, oh, I'm not sure if that will actually get touched. If you look back in the past, you can see that you might have thought that here when we were up at $4,100 and the price came crashing back down to complete both of these Quadzilla retracements. So, as James Bond would say never. Is that the one? So, I'm currently 48.23% up on this Ethereum trade. But, if I had have had Quadzilla back in April, which I didn't because it didn't exist, we could have made a gain of 2,270%. If you want to do that, get Quadzilla. Go to savewithcrypto.org/QZ. If you've got any questions about it, leave them in the comments down below. While you're down there, please do make sure you give the video a great big fat like. And also make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and you've got the notifications set to all. And above all, tell your friends.